Alright then guys, welcome to Season 3 of Profit to Glory, a little series that's going on where we have to make a profit every single window. So, this summer we have made a lot of signings and quite a few sales as well. So what am I looking for? The transfer history. Hopefully this screen doesn't bug again. Perfect. So, if we go to sales, I think we start down here. Illigrave, Gatoni. We did not sell Gatoni for 29.5k, right? Wait, that's a loan deal. And then we sold him for 5.5 million. Okay. I'm pretty sure we made a sale. No, we must not have made any sales in this season. But in this recent season, there's Gatoni, 5.5 million. Malero, 25 million. Vieta Arp, 30 million sale. Luke Thomas went for 21.5 million. Jack Cardoni went for 40 million. So we're losing a lot of key players there. And Kislyak as well went for 26.5 million, and that built up to give us. I'm looking, so we started with 87.85 million, and we then got all that money added on 204.35 million. That's without the Kislyak money. It seems like I forgot to add that on. So with the Kislyak money, we would have 230 million pounds to spend. So I'm just going to write that in. 230.35 million, because we made a lot of transfers and maybe I'm trying to save money up for the next season. So we signed Iberi Eze for 12.5 million. I think that is a really good signing. 12.5 million, perfect for us. Good replacement for Jack Cardoni. I thought he was actually better attribute wise, so I thought that was a good signing, and hopefully he does well for us. I think he did get injured early on, so not the greatest of starts. We signed Leonardo Barroso to be our right back. I thought he would be a good replacement for Malero, and he was very cheap. So he's a cheap, good right back. Starts pretty young in the game if you guys want to test him out. I think he's pretty decent. Kyle George joined us from Kick. He was one of our options last season, but I went with Vieta Arp instead, trying to see if that was a bit of a mistake. So Kyle George is coming now for 15 million. Michael Noonan came in from Shamrock Rovers, I believe. He went out on loan to Sheffield United, where he's got 2 goals, 3 assists, so he's doing really well. At the time I'm recording this, he scored a goal today in the U17 World Cup, so that's pretty cool that I've signed him on the same day as that. He looks really good. Just one for the future, so that we've already brought him in. He was 550k, so it's a good signing. Then we signed Mikkel Bro Hansen to be our backup striker, and then if we sell Kyle George, we don't even need to buy a striker because we've already got 2 that I'm happy with being a striker and then a backup striker. We then did sign Liart Kabashi to be a backup right winger or attacking midfielder, where I think he is good at both of those roles. He's got nice attributes all around there. 4.6 million bargain. He scored 3 goals already for us. Lucas Piton was brought in as a backup left back. It says squad player. 8.5 million. Perfect. Absolutely perfect kind of signing that. He's great in all kind of attributes that we need for a fullback, so very happy with him coming in. Chiveo Sawa came in to be a DM replacement for Kislyak, £14.5 million. Really quite pleased with this signing. A Swiss future international for sure. He does have the potential ability to go much further. Very happy there. Namdi Collins came in as a backup centre back who can play right back as well. His physicals were really nice. His mentals looked alright. I'm not keen on his current ability saying leading Sky Bet Championship. I'd rather have paid 25 million for a proper nailed on player. But he was just in as a backup. It's a lot of money, I know. And then Boris Mamuza Loom came in as a backup DM as well, because Lewis Page did go out on loan. He wasn't renewed his contract, so he might be sold in January if we get the opportunity. So this guy, because we don't need to register him, he's under 21. Perfect perfect so we don't go over our registration allowance for foreign international players. He does look really good though, you can't lie. His physicals are great, mentals are great, technicals great. What a player. If you want to try him, absolutely. It has spent 25 million on him. He's got an assist already. Let's actually check how the results have gone for us. Of course, last season was a 14th place finish, so we're trying to improve on that. We had a 2-2 draw with Sunderland to start the season. Not really what we were hoping for. We were trying to grab a win there, but maybe Sunderland are just good. As we then got a 2-2 draw against Arsenal, but we did lose 1-0 to Wolves. So if we'd gotten another draw there, potentially happy, but definitely should have been a win. Then turned it around with a 6-3 win against Rotherham, and then we beat Man City 4-0. So losing to Wolves, beating City, and then losing to Bristol City is an interesting turn of events. But then we managed to beat Burnley, so all's good on this front here. So with that new transfer news being brought in, let me just do a calculation here so that we can know exactly how much money we have left. Take away 4.6, take away 8.5, take away 14.25, take away 25, take away 25. And we have 115.45 for this January window. If we want to make any improvements, that is. Or we could just leave that over for the next season. So I think it's a decent little start for us. We are currently in 7th. So it's much better than how we finished last year. Let's see if we can just keep this up. I'd be happy to just keep that up through the rest of the season and hope we just kind of challenge for Europeans, but we don't have to get one. We just need to push on further. So yeah, I'll see you in January. I'm pretty sure I did say I'd be happy with us just churning on through this season. And you look at the results after Burnley, took a loss, took a draw, and then 3 wins on the bounce. But then after that, we were just kind of a win here or there kind of thing. January was a bit tough for us. Man City, Arsenal lost to Burnley, but then we beat Liverpool with our new signing scoring a goal there. So I'll let you guys see that. If I just go to transfer history, and then Karim Alibegovic. He looks very nice for his age. I think he is a phenomenal player. Very happy with the signing, 14.5 million, of course. So we're still leaving 100.95 million left for next season. So that means basically just 101 million. Yeah. But I really like this guy. I've used him on Leipzig save earlier in this game cycle. I thought he was really good. Lewis Page was supposed to be out on a permanent deal. That might have got cancelled. They got him for free, yes. So Sunderland were trying to sign him for permanent, like kind of 27 million they offered me in January, and he declined it. So that's that's nice of him. But yeah, we're sitting in 10th so far, 38 points. We're definitely safe from relegation, where we did get beaten by Burnley earlier on in the season, and Wolves who are fighting relegation as well. But we're sitting rather nice in 10th. If we could finish the season here, I wouldn't mind it. 10th seems like a reasonable place to be above Man United. But you know, we aren't too far away. I don't think we're really close to pushing for European spots yet. We do have a lot to work on, specifically at the back. I think the back's a bit of an issue. And then striker, we're not entirely settled on yet. He has scored 15 goals so far, so we'll see by the end of the season. But Caleb Macaulay looks like a bit of a disappointment so far. Mamuza Loom, maybe the same. Just try and make some profit in the next window and then move on with the players that we bring in. But yeah, looks an alright season so far. So let's get to the end of the season. Hopefully we're doing alright. So the end of the season did come around, and it is a 10th place finish thanks to a great performance coming to the end of the season here. 2-0, 0-0, 2-0, 1-1, 3-1. It wasn't really a challenge for Europe. If we had won both these drawn games, we actually would have been up in 7th. So that's pretty interesting. We could have been a European qualified team, but of course we're not. So no need to look at that. Let's just take a look at some squad stats for this season. Coming to the end here. So selection info, we'll look at goals first. We had Michael Noonan out on loan grabbing 22 goals, 10 assists in the championship. Interesting if he was to come back and try and challenge for a spot next season. 21 goals, 3 assists from Kyle George. I'm not sure if we're too happy with that. He didn't get a good average rating. We're not entirely settled on him. Mr. Diaby might be out next season. 13 goals, 9 assists, and just trying to cash in on that value. Iberi Eze, he might be the same, kind of trying to cash in on that value before he gets to that 30 mark. 10 goals, 5 assists. Not anywhere near Jack Rodoni kind of numbers. Jeremy Monga had a good season. He's now happy to stay at the club, so that is very good. 7 goals, 11 assists for him. Leart Kabashi from the bench doing alright. Barroso, 3 goals, 3 assists. Talos Magno, I think he might be out the door. Alibegovic getting 3 and 1 since he came in. Christiansen 2 and 5, so it wasn't really a lot of goals, I can't lie to you. We will just look at some of the players that are wanted on transfers. Talos Magno by Leeds. Victor Christensen by everyone, he's a very good left back. Namdi Collins wanted already by Porto. If we could try and make profit instantly, that'd be pretty interesting to see. So if I do that, they're looking at 30 million on the transfer market, it says here. Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid. I am intrigued to see if we can make money on that deal. Shea Charles down at the bottom here, not really getting involved. We might be seeing the end of Shea Charles here as well. I'm not really too keen on how he got on this season. Loretz as well didn't do too well. 6.78. We definitely could have done a bit better with a goalie who performed, let's say. But no one seems to be wanting to offer right now from the windows not being open and everything. But that's just fine. Kilbacoli was someone I was wanting out as well. So let's just take a look. We got some offers coming in there as well. 12.5 million it says. That is not what you really want to see. But I'm happy with most of the squad. Sawa, I think was a good player. Maybe we just improve the midfield, the defence, because we just need a whole improvement yet again to try and push for Europe. So let's just go ahead and do that. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. I do think it was a successful season. If we just take the competitions before we end here, 3rd round in both cups and then 10th in the league. It was a successful season. We did push on. Did push on more than I was expecting. 10th place is great. So I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now.